Hello there. I think in this video, today well, not today, but tonight, I'm just feeling very tired. I've been doing an awful lot over the last few weeks, and sitting here thinking, what do I want to talk about on video? And I've mentioned it before. I'm doing a 90-day challenge, which is pushing myself out of my comfort zone and doing way more in a week and in a day. And tonight I've realised that I needed to get an advert done that I stick out on YouTube as one of my challenges. And anyway, I've done something. It's not finished or anything, and I'm probably going to have to re-record it. But I was getting very agitated doing it. The cat was driving me nuts. Jake, my son, has headed off to London tonight for he's got an interview tomorrow with Google. And for some reason, he caught a 9 o'clock train tonight. I'm like, why are you going so late? And he said, it's calm. He basically ended up being hungover all day. He hasn't drunk for a month. Went out last night for his mate's birthday. They all got absolutely smashed. Most of them can't remember getting home. And he's been a write-off all day. And he was trying to talk his mate into going to London, and he wasn't having a bar of it. And I was getting agitated with him because he was leaving so late. I was just like, I don't understand it. He said, Mum, it's fine. I'm getting this one because it's a shorter train. Anyway, he's texted me to say, oh, I should have got off at Rugby and changed. Now I'm on the long train, so he's not going to get into London until 11 o'clock tonight. He's then got to get to his hotel and check in, hungover, and he's got to be at Google for 9:30 in the morning. Anyway, that's lads for you. And I just found myself getting irritable, and I was getting irritated with the cat. So I'd set up my video to do my advert in the kitchen because it's a nice blank wall with this on my tripod. And well, anyway, the distance, I'm going to have to re-record it because you can only see to about here, and that's just a no-go. I think you need to see what you're seeing now, at least. And I've got a glass door there to outside, and then I've got a glass door in my kitchen. And the cat, no matter whether he was in or out, because he pretends he's a dog and he does this on the glass, so he was doing it there. So I was like, for God's sake. So I let him in, and then I put him in the lounge away from the kitchen and closed both doors, and I'm recording and I can hear him doing that on the, honest to God, he's like a child. So that was driving me nuts. And anyway, so the trials and tribulations of trying to record stuff at home and, getting the lighting right, getting the position right, and then you've actually got to deliver it. And you've got all these noises and interruptions that are going on. Luckily, Jake had gone, although he had interrupted my first video by banging down the stairs. And all these things that you kind of don't think of until it's happening. And I was just standing there thinking, I'm supposed to be delivering this advert, and all I can feel is irritation, which is it's not the mindset I should be in. So I sort of took a time out and sat there and thought about, just what I've had over the last over the last 18 months in joining SFM and attending events and seminars and workshops and becoming great mates with a group of people and having, this whole community of people that we can all tap into to get the right training, to get the right mentorship and all the rest of it. So yeah, I think I wanted to really talk about it's similar to, I was reading one of my mates in SFM. He was having a bad day yesterday. He was very overwhelmed, not much sleep, children have been ill, having to work long hours, plus do all of his challenges. And he had a bad day yesterday. I'm not saying I've had a bad day. I've just found myself quite irritable and tired tonight. And so maybe it's something in maybe the moon, or I think we're in retrograde now, which always upsets people. But anyway, so I took time out and remembered, visualised myself back at these events and all these different amazing things I've done over the last 18 months. And at all these events, everybody's smiling, everybody's happy, you have great speakers, you get so much value, You meet new friends, you make new friends, you go out and have a few beers, you do a bit of dancing, you do a bit of stupidity, but you know, you're constantly laughing. So I just sort of remembered all of that and got myself back into that state to hopefully deliver a decent advert. I know I've got to re-record it because the positioning's wrong, but that is my share. So I think the point of this really is we all get irritable, we all get tired and frustrated with things not going quite according to plan. And I think, you know, in those times, easier said than done, I get it. But in those times, just remember why you're doing what you're doing, and remember, you know, all the good stuff that you're getting out of what you're doing, even though in that particular moment there might be some irritations. And actually it's quite easy to get yourself back into a good state. And I've certainly learnt that as well through the Joe Dispenza stuff, because you can feel those elevated emotions. You can make yourself feel that excitement, for example, before you've got the job. And if you can do that, then that job will come to you quicker than it would have done in the first place. You've got to convince your body that you've already experiencing it, and it will then close the gap from the present to the future, just squashes down, and hey presto, an opportunity will come your way, and whatever it is, whether it's a job or a relationship or more money or a holiday, you name it. So yeah, gone off on a bit of a tangent there, but you get what I mean. So I shall see you on the next one. See you later.